Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, She Says Happiness. I'm busy here creating a series of pattern reviews and I almost forgot about some of the menswear that I have been making. So one of the patterns I've made recently is this one here, which is the t-shirt from Merchant and Mills, which is quite an interesting pattern, I have to say. I have to admit I don't make menswear as much as I probably should. The truth is there are more gaps in my partner's wardrobe than there are in mine, but I am trying to be more mindful of that. I have been creating less for myself than usual and I'm trying to pick up the pace and make more for him instead. So I'll share with you my feelings on this pattern, which is actually a unisex pattern, but if you come here to my channel you'll know that this is not my style in any way whatsoever. So I'll just show you the line drawings here so you get an idea of what the pattern actually looks like. I mean, it is pretty simple, but it is a t-shirt with a difference. Basically what Merchant and Mills have created is a really smart contemporary take on a basic wardrobe staple, the t-shirt. But their t-shirt is a combination of woven fabrics with a stretch rib neck. And what I loved about it as well is that it does have this smart little pocket, which just makes it look a little bit dressier than a normal t-shirt would be. One of the other things I like about the pattern, which elevates it from being just basic, is that it does have lovely edge stitching as well. I mean, I'm not sure you'll make it out in this picture, and unfortunately I can't actually show you it because it's just been worn again and it's in the wash, but I will show you a picture. But nicely you do have like the edge stitching around the sleeves, and is it around the neckline as well and on the shoulders. I just think it gives it a more tailored kind of professional finish. Now, in terms of the actual construction of this pattern, this is something that sews up in less than an hour. You basically have 6 pieces. So you have your front and your back, you have your sleeves, your neckband, and your pocket, which is actually only 5 pattern pieces, but 6 pieces of cloth. And it does, I mean, I think I stitched this in about 40 minutes. And in the picture you can see there, I've made it from a lovely kind of like blue linen fabric, which I purchased from Jenny Stitches Fabrics. She's got quite a few beautiful tones. I might have to order some more and even make myself a dress out of linen because we are getting warmer days soon. That's how it goes. And I also got the ribbing there as well. So that means it's just navy cuffing that I've used to make the neckband. And I thought whenever I was first stitching it up that getting the woven fabric and the stretch fabric to sew up neatly together at the neckline would be a bit of a chore. No, there were no issues with it at all, just as you would with any other kind of like jersey make. You're just stretching the ribbing out as you go, and it worked perfectly. There's no puckers, there's nothing like that. And I do love that little breast pocket. I just think it really elevates the look of this from a t-shirt to a more casual shirt. So I think one of the things as well worth noting is that just because something is simple doesn't make it a boring make. I actually found this to be really satisfying, really enjoyable, and because at the time, you know, I didn't get a lot of opportunities to sew. I'm still not getting a lot of opportunities to sew. So for me, really, if I can get a satisfying little project that I can fit into an hour in my day, that is perfect for me, and probably all I'll be capable of doing for a little while. But yeah, Simon likes it. And I think there's one thing I'm not totally sure of, and that was the length. Now, I was making the size 44, so just in terms of the measurements themselves, the sizing here goes from a 36 to 46, Chest is a 92 to 112 centimeters, the waist is 78 to 98 centimeters, and the neck is 38 to 43 centimeters. So I mean, okay, it's not the most inclusive of patterns, you know, with only 6 sizes available. But yeah, the length for me was a little off. I mean, Simon's not overly tall, he's like 5'10", 5'11", and I still think that this pattern would need a little bit more length next time. Unfortunately, when I had my window to sew, he wasn't at home, so I didn't get to take a measurement before I started, and I just kind of decided to wing it. But next time, and there will be a next time, because I love this pattern, I will add 1.5 inches, 2 inches to the pattern, just so it sits where he prefers it to sit. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but you know, we all have our preferences, how we like our clothes to fit, and when we're sewing we can get those right. So I'm going to do that next time. But I mean, I think it's interesting as well that it is a unisex pattern. I don't know where or when I would ever wear something of this style, but I'm sure lots of people would. It's just not a dress, so it's not for me. But yeah, it's one that I'm definitely going to revisit, and yeah, he was happy with it, which is always the bonus. And when you get, you know, that kind of feedback that people really appreciate it, it makes it all worthwhile. I mean, I've always kind of been into crafting even before I came to sewing, and there are people who truly appreciate the effort and the time that goes into something that is handmade, and there's people that think it's like a cheap option. You're like, I mean, I still get comments today that I must save a fortune because I make my own clothes. You and I both know better. But yeah, it is lovely whenever people actually appreciate the effort and the time that you put into making those things as well. So that's it. That's the roundup for that pattern. Nice and brief, nice and concise. I have a few different patterns I've been trying to squeeze into one day, so hopefully you're enjoying those reviews on those patterns, and I'm hoping in the not too distant future to be able to actually sew along and to create some things along with you. So until then, take care, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Please do remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and like this video if it's been of use to you. So enjoy your day wherever you are, whatever you're up to, and happy sewing. Bye bye.